Nityanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtyam Tvanvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunaraitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nityanandam, everyone. Thank you. I wanted to continue on the blessings from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasanidanam, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam, and the Living Enlightenment Deity book. And so we will chant Mahavakya. Just reminder to everyone, chant, 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 for everything and anything. And we're going to find a couple numbers of the page and just request a blessing for the whole world, for everyone right now, and find out what it is. Om Nityananda Parama Shivoham. Om Nityananda Parama Shivoham. Om Nityananda Parama Shivoham. So we're taking pages 312 and 199. Just take a look. $312 and $199. Like this, step by step, you move through different body layers. The less the unfulfilled desires, the lighter the unfulfilled desires, the lighter is the pranic body. Yes. And the easier it is to leave this body. Similarly, the less the guilt, the lighter is the mental body. And the easier it is to leave this body. One more thing, when the desires, guilt, and pain are less intense, you not only have an easy death with less suffering, but you also age gracefully. Aging gracefully is what Vanaprastha Sannyas is all about. Being able to live in fulfillment in the latter part of life is a tremendous gift of Vanaprastha Sannyas. All the guilt that we collect over our lives rises as we pass through the mental body. Then we come to the etheric body, which is related to all our sufferings. All the suffering that we went through during our life is stored here. Like this, each and every body layer has got its own samskaras or stored memories. Actually, traveling through these bodies is what is spoken about as hell. There is no other separate place called hell. Hell and heaven are not geographical locations, but merely psychological spaces. The first four bodies are related to the physical body-mind system. They store all the engrams related to desires, guilt, and pain experienced during that lifetime. The fifth body is experienced during deep sleep. and when leaving the body. The sixth body is associated with happy memories, and the seventh body is beyond sorrows and happiness, the ultimate consciousness. Please understand, even attachment to happy memories brings us back into the cycle of birth and death. The desire to experience more and more similar incidents that are happy and joyful pulls us back, and we take more births. Understand there is a big difference between bliss and happiness. Happiness comes from an external object or reason. For example, you feel happy when you get to eat your favorite candy. You feel that the candy is the cause of your happiness. But just think about it. If the candy was indeed the cause of you being happy, shouldn't it give you happiness every time you eat it? Can you keep eating more and more of that candy? No. If you are forced to eat your favorite candy one after the other, what happens? You will get sick of it. You will start hating that candy and run at the sight of it. Happiness is a temporary feeling created by the mind. Bliss, the seventh body, is the... Yes, that's right on the mark. Personally, yes. Isn't this awesome? Isn't this like, it's just totally awesome? Yes, it is totally awesome. So, we're going to take the clippings and save it. That was page 312. Yes, page 312. Now, we have one more. Page 199. Let's go back and see it. Isn't this just really great? Page 199. Let's go to page 199. Page 199. Isn't this great that you can do this? It's like the kids wait for the tooth fairy and it's a big deal. But you can do this anytime you want. And you can get answer to anything specifically. And all the techniques are there. The whole rest of the book is there. Meditations are there. Videos is there. Yoga, puja, pranayama. Everything is there. Isn't this the most incredible thing? To have all your questions answered. Page 199. Here it is. Expectation. Spiritual wandering before enlightenment. I traveled extensively by foot. I went across the length and breadth of India. I traveled with just 2 pieces of clothing and a vessel for begging food. I also took a vow not to touch money and not to keep food for more than 1 meal. Wow, I tell you honestly, I lived like a liberated king on planet Earth in those few years. Existence simply gave me what I needed for the moment. I did not bother about the next moment. I experienced the invisible hand of existence every moment of my wandering days. So understand that these things are possible and have happened to me, who is now sitting right in front of you. Expectation is the culprit. Let it go. Try to sit down and make 2 lists. One of all the things that you have and one of all the things you don't have. The first list should include every single thing that you have, starting from your eyes, ears, hands and legs, because there are people who don't have some of these. Include all your physical and mental faculties before moving to material things. If you write very sincerely without leaving out anything, you will not be able to complete the first list. That is the truth. If you are unable to finish the first list, it means gratitude has started happening in you. The problem is that there is a continuous expectation in us all the time. That is why gratitude doesn't happen easily. We continuously receive input from our eyes, nose, ears, tongue, and touch. Based on this, we continuously expect something or other to happen in a certain way. When we see someone who has a better house or a better car, it registers in us. When we hear of some great achievement by someone, it registers in us. Our energy moves only outward, constantly following our 5 senses, never inwards, towards ourselves. Gratitude is when this process reverses, and you suddenly awaken to the abundance in you. With gratitude, there is no expectation or greed. Working with expectation is like pouring clarified butter into the fire to quench it. Can you quench the fire by pouring clarified butter into it? Never. In the same way, you can never feel fulfilled if your actions are rooted in expectation. You will only, tire your senses. You can live either in expectation or in gratitude, never in both. Thank you, Swamiji. So, as always, these are perfect, and going to save the screenshots and share them. Yeah, so again, thank you everyone for sharing your results to this point. It has been a great experience to hear how everyone is experiencing Paramoshri Voham 3 and the living enlightenment processes. So with this, we'll complete Jai chanting the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nityananda Paramashiva Parukar Purnamastu Om Nityanandam. Nityanandam everyone, thank you.